I would say that the whole story unfolding of being a parent is amazing. It's just, and kind of ironically, I really enjoy seeing my children become the most separate and individual personas ever in the history of people. And, it's so marvelous. And I am very busy and involved in the story of conditioning them, and it's all very ironic. What are you going to do? And I try to make it really good conditioning, but there's no guarantees. But I think I'm very fortunate, and then the personalities that my children happen to have are just absolutely marvelous, very diverting and very interesting, and they're very able sort of children in various spheres, and it's an amazing story to be part of, definitely. And boy, to really understand no control with that kind of a story, and the nothing to do with non-duality or whatever we're calling it, but this whole thing of having to let go of them and let go of the outcome of what you sort of do what you can, and then you can't do anything more. You just have to let, and that's big. It's very, any bit of lingering conditioning of the ego definitely comes around of like, come on back, and but it's not. It is a challenging being a parent. It's challenging. I'm sure like 99.9% of humanity would say the same, and but relish it, really enjoy it. And I don't know, having less, some of the benefits, if that's what they are, of having less sort of ego fears and stuff is that I can really appreciate my children, and I can, a sort of present awareness thing that I have no control over, that sometimes it seems to be many thoughts and sometimes it seems to be no thoughts, and I have no advice about turning that stuff off and on. But just being there for my children and with my children and the whole family really is, it's amazing. And it is just, it's a story. It's just a little taste of the infinite possibility of everything. Sort of being completely bound up in the story of bringing them up and being responsible and being completely vulnerable where they're concerned, and the fear coming and going about seeing them go out in the world, and the roller coaster of emotion and that comes with all that. It's not something that what we're talking about here gets rid of. It's almost as if it intensifies it. It's there's no filters in front of it anymore. There's probably maybe a little less fretful worry about them, so that's not really, but just the big thing of them going off and into the world and being present for that kind of fear, and that kind of, it's not just fear, it's lots of big feelings, and it's very intense. It's intense. And it's not entirely comfortable, but being entirely comfortable, being okay with not being entirely comfortable, I think is a massive benefit. And it's just be able to appreciate uncomfortable feelings and be really there, while they're happening, and not resisting them or putting stuff in front of them or trying to get away from them is amazing. It's amazing. Everything's available. Everything's available all the time, and life is very sort of dull and empty without what we might call negative emotions, or certainly uncomfortable ones. And it's just marvelous to be able to completely feel pain or fear or worry or whatever. And I have to say that it does, in the story of time, go away again. It's not just constant, uncomfortable feelings, but the intensity of them makes for a very full life.